Alright, Shalom to the elect of Israel. I want to start by giving all the praises, honor, and glory to whom it rightfully belongs, which is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakodash. What I said was all the praises, honor, and glory to whom it rightfully belongs, which is Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, who's the Heavenly Father, whom the world ignorantly calls God, in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai, who is the Messiah, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, in the name of the Holy Spirit, which in Hebrew is Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone at Ruel. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. And as you see, well, let me just start by saying today is September 6th, right? This is Friday night. It's a Sabbath right now. And, from where I'm at, as you saw in the video, I walked outside, and this wasn't immediately, all right? But, this wasn't, when I took the video, that wasn't, the initial first time I saw it. I was shocked the first time I saw it because I didn't expect this till the said date, which was like September 7th or 8th, right? So, but today is September 6th, and there's a whole blood moon right now, man. There's a whole blood moon out here. Okay? And as you see, and it's in there like a full moon too. Okay? And other people around me had noticed it, but these people, they don't know the significance of this, man. Okay? This is literally part of Bible prophecy. Okay? All these blood moons that we have, this is part of Bible prophecy, man. And these people out here, they don't get it. Right? This is not something that they should be happy for. Okay? But, as you see here on the screen, all right, that's what it looks like. I wonder how many people walking in the street right now would, notice this. But anyway, it's not going to be, nothing too drawn out. We already know the scriptures on this, so I'm just going to read them, get some other scriptures, make a point, make some points, Lord willing. The Lord want me to do it like that. And that's going to be that, all right? But, got to get it. This is the book of Joel 2. And 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, which we had solar eclipses already, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai come. So, this was, blood moons are prophesied to happen before the day of the Lord comes. So this should tell you that what? The day of the Lord is coming, okay? It should tell you that, right? And, these people don't understand the day of the Lord. And in this chapter, it goes into the day of the Lord. Joel 2, starting in verse 1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm on my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. See? So the day of the Lord, let me continue, verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So, basically, the day of the Lord, right? It's going to have these the day of the Lord is when nuclear missiles are shot off. When the nuclear missiles are shot off to destroy America, right? And on that day, Yahweh Shai is going to return. And this is all going to be going on in the midst of World War III. You see? So this is the day of the Lord that's coming. And a lot of people are going to, be destroyed in that, right? Now, with this blood moon thing, they said, I believe September 7th to 8th, right, is of 2025 of this year. So this is like, either tomorrow night or something like that, right? Another blood moon is going to happen. You got to double check the date for 2025, but that's what they said. So, they were, so, might look out for one, but, and this goes to show you, the Lord don't move on Esau's time. It's a blood moon right now. Check that out, man. Okay? So, and then the thing is, another thing I wanted to state is that the day of the Lord, right, which is when Yahweh Shai returns, the day of the Lord, right, before that official day comes, right, there's stuff that has to happen beforehand. You know, like it's not just going to be all of a sudden, like it is how it is now, and then one day the nukes are shot off, and then Yahweh Shai returns. No, it's going to be chaos and Jacob's trouble, mass bloodshed and famine, and all of that stuff is coming. You see, this is that's going to be the build up towards the day of that day of the Lord, man. Okay, and this is also, you can take these blood moons also as a sign that Esau's rulership is over. All right, because the day of the Lord is when Yahweh Shai returns, and guess what? That is going to be what? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 43. But the day of doom, which is, or in other words, doomsday, which is when that day America is destroyed, right? When World War III, right? In the midst of World War III, shall be the end of this time, the end of this eon. Remember, we told you here in Great Millstone that, another word for world in the Greek is eon, which means period of time or age. So this age that Esau has had to rule, okay, is going to be over when that day comes, that day of the Lord. It says, in the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past and temperance is at an end, and fidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. See? So that day of the Lord is basically when Yahweh Shai returns on that day, right, is going to mark the end of Esau's rulership and the beginning of Jacob's rulership, the Israelites' rulership, all right, under Yahweh Shai and the 144,000, okay, ruling a righteous rulership on earth. So these blood moons, are a sign that you could take it as a sign that Esau's kingdom is almost over, man, okay? Esau's kingdom is almost over, man. Because that's what we told, the moon, that's what the moon is for. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 43, starting in verse 6 through 8. It says, he made I could just read verse 6. I'm just read verse 6. It says, he made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times, see, and a sign of the world. See? So the moon is not just, it's not just a light in the sky, all right? Time, the Lord had set it up to where time can also go, basically, different seasons and things, can be, realized from the moon, different indicators of different things, different of times and stuff, right? Scriptures say this. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 19. And it says, he appointed this moon for seasons, and the sun knoweth is going down. See that? He appointed the moon for seasons. Genesis chapter 1, verse, let me see, which one is it? Okay, 14. And the powers said, let there be light in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Okay? Let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, man. All right? So, hey, and we know that the season that we're in, all right, is basically the season of Esau's rulership falling, man. Okay? This devil being thrown down. Lucifer is about to fall from heaven. Okay? That's another lesson topic. Lucifer is about to fall from heaven. Meaning this devil is about to come to his rulership, about to be put out of rulership, man. So these blood moons, man, we know that the scriptures say what? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, meaning he's going to be ruling basically Esau is going to be ruling at the end of the world, at the end of the time, the end of the age, right? And then be taken down. It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, meaning the Israelites are going to be the next ruling power over the world, man. Okay? So we're in the time of, Esau's end, okay? So really, this blood moon is just to really, elate you Israelites. Look that word of elate, E-L-A-T-E, okay? This is a good sign. This is a very good sign, man. All right, just shows that day is near, all right? And basically, the kingdom is coming, man. It's coming. Oh, yeah, the kingdom is on its way. So, brothers, we just got to hang on a little bit longer. And, we can see that it's close, all these things that's going on in the world right now. We can see that, it's close, man. So, hey, I'm going to just leave it at that, all right? I'm mean, unless there's something else that comes to mind. But all I could just say is his kingdom is over. This hard rulership, this hardcore rulership we've been under, you know, for the past, 400 years or whatever, you know. Even from when they initially came over to the side of the world, 1492, you know. Even from then, this devil's rulership is about to be over with, man. Okay, so, that's that on that. All right, but this blood moon, is a sign, man. People don't understand it. They'll rather listen to Esau's scientists and everything, and the men of the Lord, right, telling you what it is and what the Bible talks about, right? But hey, they're gonna see when it comes, though, right? So we very close. We're very close, man. You catching the hell, we living day by day. Oh yeah, and another thing I wanted to get, all right, why do you help us, is because once again, as I said, this blood moon shows that the day of the Lord is coming, right? And that is near. And the day of the Lord is what? When Yahushua returns and the nuclear missiles are shot off on America, right? But there's going to be things that follow up to it, like Jacob's trouble, martial law, mass famine, and death. So these things are so the day. If this is a sign that the day, since this is a sign that the day of the Lord is near, how much nearer those things, Jacob's trouble, martial law, societal collapse, how much nearer are these things, man? All right? So, there's that on that. So, and I wanted to get this, right? Because the Lord is not going to just, once again, he's not going to be how we live in now, and boom, nuclear missiles are shot off on America, and then all hell, and then Yahushua returns. No, it's going to be, that, like the elder brother Amawan Gabar said, that's going to be, the missiles is the icing on the cake. Before that, you're going to have, Jacob's trouble, the chaos and famine and all of that, mass death and all of that stuff going on. You see, the Lord is not going to skip prophecies, because that's prophecy. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 4, verse 37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he, talking about the Lord, doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. All right, so the Lord is not going to skip over prophecies. It's a sequence of prophecies that the Lord has set up, and they're all going to happen at a certain time. So therefore, be patient. Habakkuk, and this is the last one I'll get. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision, the prophecies, Jacob's trouble, martial law, the MOTB, all right, all these things, says it's yet for an appointed time. The Lord has a set time that is going to happen. We don't know when exactly, but we know that it is very close. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right? Because these scriptures don't lie. We live in it. We seeing that it's not lying. It says, though it tarry, though these prophecies, you might feel like these prophecies are taking a bit long to happen. It says, wait for it. Meaning, be patient. Wait for it. Because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Because it's going to happen. All right? So, be patient. It's a blood moon tonight, man. And it might be another blood moon tomorrow. Or the day after. We'll see. Okay? So, we close. So, with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Shalom to the elect.